What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a game day. It's a freaking game day. It's a spring game, I know, but it's still a game day, right? Come on. It's got to juice you up a little bit, get your day going right. What else will juice you up is some recruiting. We're going to talk some recruiting today. Yesterday's show, I got you ready for what to watch for in the spring game. Today, I want to talk recruiting, get you warmed up. We're going to have a shitload of recruits on campus, especially this 2024 class, some very important dudes, high school dudes. So spring game, I'm pumped for it. Can't wait. Like I mentioned on Friday's show, please hit me up in the comments if you're going to the show, to the game. Yeah, the show. It's a show, kind of. I mean, of sorts. There's a stage, there's a band, it's a show. Anyways, this weekend, I think you better expect some breaking booms as well. I would expect 2 commitments, maybe 3 at the most. Probably 2, though. I think you're going to see more of this, the Scarlet Spring, I like to call it, spreading into this coming week, and a couple more commitments, probably on the defensive side, I'd imagine. At least 1, maybe 2, and maybe a running back. We'll see. Anyways, so expect some breaking booms out of me. I will be posting instant reaction and any breaking news that might take place. And the portal opens today through April 30th. So you got a solid 2 weeks to hop in there, all you college football players. And there will be some significant changes coming to the roster. It's happening across the country. Ohio State is not immune to it. I just saw that 3 freshmen, 3 guys from the 2022 class are hopping in the portal from Texas. So kids want to play, man. I don't know how you can expect to play as a true freshman, but anyways, the option's there for them. So anyways, this Ohio State class, let's talk about this recruiting class for the 2024 cycle. I'm expecting 26, 27, maybe 28 guys at the most. 27, probably realistic. So Wednesday, Ryan Day said, I think we're going to sign a big class here. I also think we're in a better place to compete for some of the bigger guys in the country. He's talking about NIL there. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. And yes, there is another NIL collective just launched. Jesus, do we need more? So it seems like the ones we have aren't doing quite enough. We're starting to see a little shift here. I know, and I'm not going to talk NIL because that is like podcast death, but we'll see. We'll see how if it matters at all. Anyways, if you want more information about NIL collectives, hit me up anytime. So let's talk about the Laurinaitis effect, I like to call it. We have not had a linebacker outside of Ohio in the last 3 recruiting classes. Okay, let that sink in. A linebacker outside of Ohio in 3 recruiting classes. Yeah. So we do have the 4-star Garrett Stover already in the fold. That's a Jim Knowles get and a Cade Stover relative, so credit him. We did get the Tuesday night commitment from the 4-star linebacker out of Lucas, Texas, Peyton Pierce. Love this guy's attitude. Love his work ethic. A wrestler. He's a big-time wrestler, state champ. So he also has a DN he's going to recruit for us. Nigel Smith, he's a 4-star DN, lives right down the road from Peyton Pierce. So a little local action, a little local flavor for us there. Now, this is where Laurinaitis comes into effect big time. He obviously got us Peyton Pierce. That was big because he was probably a Notre Dame lean. He did have a crystal ball to Oklahoma because he grew up an Oklahoma fan as a kid, but he was a Notre Dame lean because of that relationship with Laurinaitis. So now here's where Laurinaitis can help us going forward. Got Peyton Pierce, great. I don't know how many linebackers we're going to take in this freaking class. We only play 2 in a game, so I couldn't see us taking more than 3, but here we are. Kingston Villamahu Asa, he's the 4-star out of California. I believe that's modern. No, that's St. John Bosco. Yeah. Wyatt Davis's school. He's the 80th overall prospect in the class, 7th rated linebacker in the country. He has visited a couple times. So he's been on campus. He was on campus for the Notre Dame game last year, and he just visited a couple weeks ago with some other Cali kids that came through. So I think you're going to see Laurinaitis have a big swing here on him. You also got another 4-star, Edwin Spillman, out of Nashville, Tennessee, 6'1", 216. His brother is a current player on the Volunteers. He signed in the 23 class, and he has one crystal ball right now to Tennessee. But look for Laurinaitis to take his swing, and he can get Spillman on campus here, get in his ear, and really present himself well in the university, like we know Laurinaitis can. Look for one of these guys to maybe trend towards the Buckeyes here shortly. Okay, so Laurinaitis is all over the linebackers. Ew. Last Wednesday, current Georgia commit Peyton Woodyard. He took an unofficial visit to Columbus, visited the Buckeyes, a one-day visit. He's also from St. John Bosco, and he's 6'2", 188. He's a safety. So this is interesting to me. It's his first visit to any other program other than Georgia since he committed back January 7th. He committed at the All-American Bowl. He visited September 3rd last year and was there for the Notre Dame game as well. So let's see what happens here. I don't know if he's visiting other schools yet. I would imagine if he's visiting us and he's committed to Georgia, he's probably going to visit Bama. You can almost guarantee that. So maybe he's shopping around for a little NIL action. I don't know. So let's see what happens there. We had a Texas safety, Corian Gibson, include Ohio State in his top 5 on Wednesday, along with Texas, Alabama, TCU, Clemson. Then on Thursday, he up and cancels his trip to Columbus for the spring game. So I don't know, maybe scratch him off the list. Some of these kids just put our logo in their top 5 or top 20 just for the cachet, it looks cool. Let's talk receivers. We got a new receiver offer that went out this week. 4-star Virginia wideout, Kalen Adams. He's 6'2", 180 from Virginia Beach. And he has more than 30 offers, including Bama, Florida State, Tennessee, Penn State, a ton more. Buckeyes see him as a slot receiver here, a legit slot. So keep that in mind. It's a little big, 6'2", but that's what they have. So if another 4-star, he actually would take that room down a bit from the 2 5s. JoJo Trader, let's talk. Josiah, also known as JoJo, sometimes called Josh. I don't know. He's a man of many names. He's supposed to be visiting for the spring game with Jeremiah Smith, his teammate out of Chaminade Prep and the South Florida Express. Don't forget that. But there's flooding. There's been flooding in Fort Lauderdale for the last couple of days. Probably going to force them to miss their flight because the airport is fucking closed. I don't know. That whole town is like shut down. They got 26 inches in 24 hours. That's a lot for anybody to take. That's what she said. That's too easy. Come on, guys. Keep up. So anyways, still pins and needles. We'll see if they show up. Kind of doubt it. There's plenty of time. Maybe they'll come up next weekend. We do have some other visitors popping up, not in the 24 class, but some 25 kids are coming in next weekend. What else? JoJo Trader. He's only the 16th ranked receiver in the country. No, it's 16th ranked. Yeah. Okay. You visit Ohio State. Hopefully at some point, he put Ohio State in his top 5 he released on Christmas Day last year, along with Miami, Florida State, Florida, and Tennessee. Keep in mind, there is going to be some NIL action on this recruitment. Shocker, I know. He is from Fort Lauderdale. Jeremiah Smith, his teammate, has been pushing him on Twitter to choose the Buckeyes, but kid has to make his own decision. So right now you got Jeremiah Smith committed, Mylan Graham, 2 5-stars right there. JoJo Trader would just close this class out with their 3 5-stars. That'd be like a legendary, all-time great wide receiver class. You can't beat that. I don't know how you could possibly beat 3 5-stars. 4 5-stars, I get it. Yeah, no. But anyways, we'll see what happens there with those guys. That'll probably go down to the last minute on the visit. So spring game visitors, 24 class only. There's about a ton of other dudes. But anyways, let's focus on Ohio running back, Sam Williams-Dixon. Now, he's an athlete. They got him in here as a running back, but Ohio State is recruiting him as an athlete, like a Curtis Samuel type role, kind of an H-back, not just a straight, single back running back. So keep that in mind. That's why they could still take 2 running backs and Sam Williams-Dixon as that athlete H-back type, because you also got Maryland running back Dwan Williams coming into town. Tight end from Ohio, Damarian Witten, also has crystal balls to the Buckeyes. You got Buckeye commits Ian Moore, Mark Nave, the O lineman. You got the Lanuski twins, aren't ranked still, from Ohio. Those are O linemen. They're visiting. Maryland tackle Ryan Howerton. Florida defensive tackle Jaden Jackson. Florida DN Booker Pickett Jr. His uncle is Ryan Pickett, former Buckeye. Keep that in mind. Mississippi DN Kamarion Franklin. Mississippi outside linebacker Jamonta Waller. Maryland corner Ife Obaduku. And Bryce West has a track meet on Saturday, so he will not be attending the spring game, unfortunately. Okay, so that's your list for Saturday as of right now. Portal. Let's quickly touch on the portal because we've got some tackles going in there. And as we talked about yesterday, when we touched on tackles, we didn't touch the tackles. We were talking about tackles. You get it? Buckeyes are going to look long and hard at that portal window, April 15th to the 30th, today through the 30th. Now you got a Texas A&M O lineman that is going in there, Matthew Wyckoff. He announced via Twitter last Wednesday that he's going to enter the portal. He was an SEC all-freshman team last year, and he'll have 3 years of eligibility remaining. During his 2 seasons, he's played 16 total games. He played 4, the max, to maintain his red shirt as a freshman in 2021. Then in 2022, he made 9 starts, 12 appearances altogether. He was a 3-star out of Magnolia, Texas high school, and was ranked in the top 450. So he's a lower level, mid-level guy. Well, let's see. He's got real SEC experience, which means a lot, especially if you're transferring to Ohio State. So keep that guy in mind. And this other dude from USC, Cortland Ford, he intends to enter the portal 6'6", 305. He's a tackle, very important. Started 12 games, played in 8 others in his 3 years with the Trojans. Limited spring, he recovered from a small procedure this offseason. Started 1 game as a true freshman at left guard in 2020, then 8 games at left tackle in 2021, then 3 games at left tackle in 2022, battled through injuries last year, thus the procedure in the offseason. And so keep an eye on those 2 tackles. Those guys are going to be highly coveted because to find quality talent in the portal at this point is going to be very difficult. Most people are already set in with their new programs if they were in the portal before. And if people are still in the portal from the previous cycle, probably aren't good enough to play at Ohio State. And that's going to be slim pickings in this portal cycle. So keep an eye on that. We'll be keeping you updated on any roster changes, who hops into the portal, who will we yank out of the portal, and all that. And Maryland defensive tackle Tank Booker, I know I mentioned this yesterday. He picked Arkansas, so from Maryland to Arkansas for Big Tank. Buckeyes were in on him as I mentioned yesterday, Ryan Day said we're a little thin at D-line depth. So yes, sir, we are. That's all I got for you today. I'll give you my instant reaction tomorrow morning to the spring game. And don't forget, YouTube Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, me, Jeff, and Sean. Please subscribe, get alerted whenever we release a video or go live. So appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.